Hi, everybody. Welcome to CastorsCorner.com's YouTube page here to do our toy of the day. I'm your host, Khalil. I just want to remind everybody, follow us on all social media. We are at Kastor's Corner, KASTORSKORNER. And remember to go to the website, CastorsCorner.com, for a full gallery of these figures. So I had a plan for this weekend, I was, working on the drafts and everything. And I got a call from my best friend. And he said, I'm at your house, and I wasn't at my house. He said, where are you? So we found some place to meet, and what did he have in his car but an early birthday present for me, way early. And when I opened up the box, this was in there. So thank you, Brian, my best friend, my brother. I love you. And as you can see, we are all set up back there. And so we're part of the new background. So you are part of the show now. And because of that, I thought it would be great if I went back and kind of when I started this journey, not 15 years ago, but like 2 years ago, I made a real commitment to trying to do more on the website, trying to update things. And one of the things I did was, it was around Christmas time, and it was 2019. And I picked up these guys. Picked up Bebop and RockSteady. And I was kind of, on the fence about the Ninja Turtle line. And so I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And I picked them up. I just said, okay, I need to have them. I'm going to grab them. And I did pictures of them. So the pictures that you see in the gallery are actually 2 years old. And when Brian brought over that beautiful NECA warehouse street scene I thought, what a better time than to break these guys out, take a few photos with them in front of it, and then do the review and kind of get that off my plate, even though it's not a newer toy. So this is the first toy that I'm digging out of the pile and going back and doing. So the NECA line, and I think I'm a little more forgiving than I was when I first got these, to be honest with you. When I first got these, I had a lot of concerns about them. We heard a lot about breakage. We heard a lot about issues. We had a lot of problems with accessibility and able to get these and availability for these. And so when I first got them, I was really worried to even open them. And even now, holding them and pulling them out and taking them away up here to do work on them, I realize they are a little more fragile than your average action figure. They just are. Krang, that we did a month ago or a month and a half ago, was much better. The quality was much better as far as the durability of them. Quality's been high all along. But good opportunity. We have our sewer playset downstairs that I built myself, that we did pictures in. You'll see that in the gallery on the website, castorscorner.com. And this beautiful backdrop. So Bebop, RockSteady, I have a very big fondness for the cartoon, more so than the movie, to be honest with you. And so when these guys came out, I kind of was all in. I got the San Diego Comic-Con. Oh, also, besides Krang, these are the only Ninja Turtle figures I've opened so far. So that's saying a lot, that I've been worried about opening them just because I didn't have a place to display them either. So I have the San Diego Comic-Con set, the original one. I picked up these guys. I've got a bunch of foot soldiers. I've got the April set, the Casey set, the Rat King set. I think that's it. I did not get Leatherneck. I never saw that set in person. But Bebop and RockSteady were a must. So these guys look amazing. The painting on them, the cell shading-esque detail on them, really just brings them alive. I know everybody right now has been talking about the work that Super 7's doing on the line. And yeah, no, they do a great job. But as much as I was a kid of the 80s and 90s and loved the Ninja Turtle toys, I never liked the Ninja Turtle toys. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's the same reason I'm buying the Transformers now, where, yeah, the toys in the 80s were great, but they didn't look like the cartoon. And NECA is the only company right now that is doing a good job of representing the cartoon that I grew up watching. I liked the movie. It was good. I just had this conversation with somebody. I liked the movie. It was good. It was fun, but I was a cartoon kid. Like, I love the cartoon. I had the DVDs. We went to Pizza Hut. We got the VHS, or not DVDs. We got the VHSs. I think I still have some of them. And I love trying all the different pizza combinations. And I grew up with the cartoon. So when the toys came out, they didn't look like the cartoon. They just didn't. And so I think the designs, the execution that Super 7 is doing with the Ultimates is great. But for me, the only turtle line that will stay in my collection are these comic ones, or the cartoon ones. So Bebop and RockSteady, they really do capture that goofy look of the cartoon. I can hear Uncle Phil Shredder yelling at these guys. RockSteady is much more durable as a whole. There's a few points that I worry about. So this little piece here, the little grenade, his sword, and the grenade on the back, they are pieces that are glued on in place. I think over time, if not careful, they could break. But overall, I think he's a much more solid figure. Bebop, Bebop here. There's a bunch of problems. And when I say problems, just concerns, I guess I would say long-term for the figure. The necklace, the plastic chain belt, and the chain and posts. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys here, but there's a little post that kind of helps secure. Let's see if we can get it to focus. No, you can't. There's a little post here that helps kind of secure the chain here. They're rather fragile. So I would be very careful. These are definitely not kids' toys. They're definitely made for the adult collector. Gotta lay these guys down just to make sure. They come with a bunch of different hands. So you get a bunch of different options for hands, grabbing, running, oh my God, what's going on kind of hands. They each come with their own blasters, so little hand blasters, and they each come with their own little rifle blasters, which I think is a really good touch. And they come with a communicator with Shredder. Let's see if we can get it. Can we get it? Can we get it? I don't think we're going to get it. There we go. With Shredder. I think it's a solid set. They've been re-released a bunch of times. Oh, and yeah, articulated jaw on RockSteady. They've been re-released a bunch of times, so they've been fairly easy to get since that initial release problem. And NECA is doing a great job in getting these out to people and offering pre-orders and things. The other piece I will say is when switching out the hands, the paint does flake a little bit. Luckily, the plastic that they're using on a lot of these are the same color, so it's a wash or a color over them, so it's not too bad. But so they definitely deserve care. I would treat these more like an import toy than just a mass market toy. They're definitely made to be posed. They're definitely posable. I haven't had any broken joints. I haven't had any stuck joints or any issues with them. I definitely did heat them up before I first posed them in that initial setup. But yeah, so they're gonna probably, I don't know if they'll stay up here. But I might get some pegs. I might get some stands, and they might live on that beautiful display from our friend Brian. Thank you so much. I was going to do a review of that, but I don't know how I would sit here and kind of describe it. So maybe at some point when I can do it mobile, I can do it on my phone. They won't let me do it mobile yet. Maybe at some point when I can do it mobile, we'll do like a cribs of the office, and we'll take a look at everything. But yeah, so again, great. Target is the place to get these. Other stores might have them here or there. They're definitely a necessity. Bebop glasses do flip up a little bit, so you get those painted eyes. I love them. I really do. I love them, and I love that. So it was a good night. It was definitely a good toy night. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow when we go back to our regularly scheduled newer product. But remember, follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on everything. Check out the podcast, Cornercast Podcast. with our friend Nick Grayer from the Toy Reporters in Chicago. Great interview with him. Very happy to have him on the show. And we've got so many more podcasts. We just booked a bunch, so we're really excited to record and then put those out. So we got some fun stuff coming up. So go check that out. CastorsCorner.com. You'll find everything, including a gallery, full gallery for these guys, close-ups of everything. And we'll see you tomorrow with another toy review. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.